If you have taught in the public schools, you will recognize this pic or something like it. These are the beginning of the year pep rallies where lots of schools gather together under a big roof in a coliseum and yell and scream with face paint and costumes trying to win the Spirit Award. This is my inner pep rally right here. I feel like during these events that I have been sent from another planet into a culture that I do not understand. I go into dread, despair, depression almost immediately every single time. What is spirited about parental conferences late at night? I have a kind of PTSD. I have it even now, 2 years after I stopped teaching. When I see a school bus, when I see a school crossing sign, when I see school supplies in a store, when I actually see a school, anything that has back to school in it causes my anxiety level to soar. And these repugnant words, I've seen them at the end of all the memos sent to teachers from principals. Thanks for all you do. I want everybody in this room to commit to never, ever put this at the end of any communication. Do not thank people with some other kind of thank you. There's a certain genre of movie that I really love. It's the genre that I call misfit movies. It's where an artist or a creative type looks out on the culture of careerism and productivity and ambition and doesn't know what the hell is going on. I am the giant mechanical man in that movie. I was voted the most popular teacher by the senior class of Espanola Valley High School in New Mexico. I have a theory about popularity. It's if you go into teaching and you have not yourself worked through all of your anger and authority issues, you will have problems. These are the folks that I wore under my skin constantly. Noam Chomsky, Allen Ginsberg, Malcolm X, and Angela Davis. And you can see that's my inner Angela in the middle. I have seen the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness. This is the most iconic event of my entire teaching career. You can see an action plan. This is a disciplinary action taken against a teacher. It says that Mr. Lorie should at all times, established times, be teaching. On that day, I decided to not pull out kids for instruction and decided to help the custodian, Nathan, find a dead rat in his utility closet. I taught 10th grade English, decided to write an argumentative essay on legalizing drugs, and send this template home with all of my students to help them work on their own assignment. This is my template sent back to me by the parent of one of my students, graded, slashed to death, because she was furious at my choice of topic. It was humiliating. In New Mexico, I taught a unit on newspaper writing, and one of my kids asked me, can we make stuff up? And I said, make stuff up? Are you kidding me? Faulkner, Hemingway, Thomas Wolfe, these are novelists. They made stuff up. Of course you can make stuff up. I just want you to write well. And so actually he used our principal at the school, and he said, Principal Andazola busted for selling 50 pounds of marijuana behind the end zone. I would like to tell you that I had the presence of mind and sense of appropriateness to not let this go forward and be published and read in cafeteria, but I did not. Okay, this was the field trip from hell. I was in the office talking to a parent, and my entire field trip, 2 school buses filled with students left without me. Okay, I jumped in my truck, drove to the mall, and found them. Okay, this is one of my students. Let's call her Hazel. She fell in love with all things Italian. She fell in love with Italy. She fell in love with the word ragazzo, meaning boy or boyfriend. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great if I could call a 5-star Italian restaurant and ask them to feed this Salvadorian family? And they said, fantastic, at Il Palio Ristorante. We had a fantastic evening. They pulled out all the stops. They fed us hundreds of dollars of food. It was something that I did for my student and this family that I feel very proud of, something they never would have sought out themselves. Black History Month is an amazing concept when you think that public schools are basically a conservative institution, and they are celebrating a group of people who were so angry and so furious and so impatient for change. My students at East Lawn Elementary wanted to do a book on Rosa Parks. So we acted out various scenes from her history and other civil rights topic scenes, her arrest, her photograph, getting removed from the bus. You can see this is actually a blooper when the district attorney loses his emotional concentration, and Rosa Parks has also lost her emotional concentration, and they are having a giggling moment in the middle of the courtroom. Okay, here they are back on track. They have all their emotions on the surface of their skin. We got 3 water fountains in the school to display ethnic only signs. There was a white only, a Latino only, and a black only, and you could drink from your own ethnic race or break into line and drink from somewhere where you're not supposed to. This, I think, is the greatest photograph to come out of East Lawn Elementary School in Burlington. I told my kids to look into the camera and give me all the anger that you have in your soul. And they did.